Are you serious?
Hello, this is How to Kill an Hour. I'm Marcus Bronzy. There are many ways to kill an hour out there, but right now you are killing one with me. You can listen to us via the podcast app on your iPhone, iTunes on your Apple computer, or via Acast, which works on Android phones and pretty much any other kind of smartphone out there. Hello to Silver J, Ori, Mr. Wooler on the Twitter as well. Also, hello to somebody called Killing Hours, which is a very appropriate name. Maybe that was just a comment on what we do on the show. He left us a review on iTunes saying, why haven't I heard of this before? I'd like to kill some more hours with you. Well, thank you for that. And you can leave a rating and review on iTunes. In fact, why don't I give you 20 seconds to do that? No, actually, I don't need to do that. Why don't you pause it and go to the link that we left in the show description, click it, and let us know what you really think of us. Also, if you want to show us some extra love, you can become a patron of How to Kill an Hour at the cost of buying us an espresso. In return, we'll give you some bonus content and early releases of episodes as thanks. To do that, all you have to do is go to howtokillanhour.com/coffee. Right, today's episode is another special. In the last episode, we found out how the Ninja DJ Jaguar Skills kills some time and introduce you to a brand new podcast, which we'll show you a bit more of today. This time, we will be asking the amazing broadcaster that is Nihal, who is about to embark on a BBC 5 live show, actually, how he likes to kill some time and reintroduce you to a brand new podcast that is to come. That is all to come. But first, let me give you a little bit of information about a game that I'm really enjoying at the moment. It's a free app. It's called Hocus. Now, this is a puzzle game where you have to swipe and move a little cube along the edges of some wireframes of shapes. Sounds really simple, right? Just moving a cube along a wireframe. But wait, the shapes and the frames are a little bit abstract. So like the best way of me describing them is they are like weird pictures from an artist called MC Escher, which how his pictures had staircases in them, which all connected, but they didn't quite make sense. So like you'd have a staircase that went down, but you were walking up it. Another way of describing it, if that's all a bit too cryptic for you, if you don't want to Google MC Escher, you know the film Inception, where they start warping buildings and staircases and people try and run away, but they come back on themselves or go upstairs and end up coming back down the floor. It's like that. It's like Inception. So in this game, you have to move your little cube towards a little hole, but you have to negotiate these weird, nonsensical, warped frames. All right. Now, what's interesting about this is because a lot of games encourage you to think logically, you know, tap the phone at the right time to get it in the hole, or move this or cut this. And it's got like gravity as a logic, or sort of a rhythmic movement as logic. But this game encourages you to think illogically, because you're moving a cube around these things that couldn't possibly exist in real life because physics wouldn't allow that. So I find that really refreshing. The soundtrack is really chilled as well. It's not annoying at all. Plus, the game's free. The app's free, which is really, really nice as well. So that's my killer bit for you. It's called Hocus, spelt Hocus. You can find links to all of these apps in the show description and at howtokillanhour.com/blog. So the next part of the show is where we find out how BBC broadcaster Nihal likes to kill some time. So this is a clip from an interview which is part of a brand new podcast from the same production house as us, How to Kill an Hour. It's called Marcus Meets. Not a very inventive name, but, you know, it's a show where I meet interesting people and talk to them, and it made sense. So it's going down rather well so far. You can listen to the whole interview by searching for Marcus Meets in whatever podcast player you use, or by heading to marcusbronzy.com/meets. That's MarcusBronzy.com/meets. Anyway, Nihal, how do you like to kill some time?
Do you know what? I lie on the sofa and channel surf and just switch off to usually rubbish films. Like, I'm a guy's guy. Like, I want to see Bourne. I want to see, like, my wife's like, why do you want to see so much killing? I was like, it's action. It's weird because I guess part of me has always wanted to be that guy's guy, but never really got round to it because I'm a bit lazy. Like, part of me want to be that UFC fighter. Part of me wants to be that guy that will kind of walk up to someone who's being bad in a pub and and say, don't talk to that person like that, and take him outside and headbutt them. Part of me is wanting to be that guy, so be that action guy, but I'm not really that guy, and I can't really be that guy. So I guess maybe that's why I watch those kinds of films. But I also, you know, I love doing nothing, because my life is so full of noise. It's so full of facts and opinions and ideas and culture, and that I love nothing better than to talk to nobody and be in the house when everyone's out and it's super quiet, and just go onto Movie Channel and go, okay, I'm going to watch Anchorman, or I'm going to watch The Bourne Supremacy for like the 100th time. You know,
doesn't stop getting good. The Bourne films.
The Bourne films
they don't stop being great.
This is one thing my wife can't understand. Yeah. She's like, how many times do you watch those films? I goes, not enough.
He's possibly my favourite action hero.
Oh,
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. I'm with you.
Just what a great man. Out of the first film, what's the best line? He goes,
I can tell you the license plate numbers of all 6 cars outside. I can tell you that our waitress is left-handed and the guy sitting up at the counter weighs 215 pounds and knows how to handle himself. I know the best place to look for a gun is the cab of the gray truck outside. And at this altitude, I can run flat out for a half mile before my hands start shaking.
And I don't know why. I'm just great. I'm like, I wish I could wake up like that.
To be fair, I went through some pretty madness to get to that stage, and that's why I want to watch those films, because I know I couldn't go through that.
So that's how Nihal likes to kill some time then. Don't forget, if you like this clip, you can listen to the lot by searching for Marcus Meets in whatever podcast player you use, or by heading to marcusbronzy.com/meets. That's MarcusBronzy.com/meets. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, okay? Don't forget to give How to Kill an Hour a rate and comment on iTunes. We put a link in the description. Just click on that to show us some love. Also, don't forget, if you want to show us some extra love, you can buy us a coffee or tea at howtokillanhour.com/cheers. You actually become a patron of the show if you sign up there, and in return for a donation, as little or as big as you want, we'll give you bonus content and early releases of episodes as thanks. There are many ways to kill an hour, but thank you for killing one with us. Bye.